Mfowethu ngiyazi ukuthi well this issue has been ventilated kakhulu in the public domain and ngeke ngathandi mina uku-expressa i-opinion ngingakawazi onke ama-facts are-relevant. So ngizophendula lokho engibona khona ukuthi la umuntu can then express an opinion arelayo phezu kwayo. Uzonotice ukuthi kuma-allegations akhona enziwe uGeneral Mkhwanazi umention ukuthi uMinister uSenzo Mchunu wamaphoyisa udisbande i-political killings task team. I'll tell you why that's important. Umuya ku-section 203 we-constitution, ngithi 205 sorry 205 subsection 3 we-constitution iwona ozokutshela ukuthi imaphi ama-objectives e-policing e-South Africa, meaning yini inhloso noma iziphi izinto esifanele zi-achieve i-SAPS service, South African Police Service South Africa, including maintenance of public order, investigation of crime, prevention of crime, just amongst others. And then it then means ukuthi uma kune political killings task team ephenya macala, that task team is fulfilling the mandate ekhona lapho ku section 205 subsection 3 oku investigator ini i-crime. Now uma uya ku 206 of the very same constitution, section 206 uzokutshela ukuthi uminister uzokutshela ukuthi a cabinet member must be responsible for policing, specifically national policy yamaphoyisa in consultation with ama provinces malana nama needs nama priorities policing wawo ama province. So siyazi ukuthi i-role ka-minister responsible for i-policy direction. Now let's confirm uzokutshela usection ukuthi i-management yamaphoyisa, i-day-to-day running and management yamaphoyisa ubani responsible for yona. Uzokuthola ku section 11 subsection 1 ka Act 68 of 1995, SAPS Act law 68 ka 95. Uzokutshela ukuthi section 11 subsection 1 national commissioner uyena onjani o commander no controller no manager i-SAPS at national level. Baphinde bakutshele ku section 11 ukuthi umuntu o controller noma i-strength ama units ama groups, meaning distributor, just the overall managing of groups, units, stations nationally is the national commissioner. Ku section 12 subsection 1 bazokutshela ukuthi under his jurisdiction a provincial commissioner has command, control and management of the service under his jurisdiction, meaning within his province. He manages, he controls the service under his jurisdiction. Bazokutshela futhi into 12 section 12 subsection 3 ukuthi ukumanager kwama groups, units, areas, station areas, offices, etc. under his jurisdiction, that is irresponsibility kabani ka provincial commissioner. It then means effectively ukuthi ukudisbandwa of this political task team should legally have been done by the national commissioner in consultation with the provincial commissioner uma ukuthi leyo task team operating ngaphansi kwe jurisdiction ka provincial commissioner. It therefore tells ukuthi it is unlawful, it is illegal for the minister to write a letter lesiyibona circulator ku social media disband political killings task team. Uma kuukuthi ama allegations aliqiniso ukuthi lawo ma docket athathwa from i-task team abekiwa waphenywa ahleze ofisini lika General Usibiya, that would be tantamount to defeating or obstructing the ends of justice, which means that would be an appropriate case of an livule against both the minister and the deputy national commissioner uSibiya for crime detection uma ukuthi wathatha amadocket ebephenywa wayewabeka nje awaphenywa ahleze ofisini lakhe because uvimba ukuphenywa kwamacala intentionally and unlawfully, and therefore that should be investigated ukuthi kuvulwe lelo cala against him and the minister and then kuphenywe lelo cala. Ngala facts esinawo, I think that can already happen uma kuwukuthi abantu aba-responsible for ukudila nalento abahoduli izinyawo. Ngiyafuna ukubuya kulo mbuzo wakho ukuthi ngabe uMkhwanazi kukhona nokuronga kwenzile, did he break any laws? Ngifuna ukubuyisela ku section 12 subsection 1 ka SAPS Act 68 ka 1995 ozokutshela ukuthi under his jurisdiction uyena o responsible. He's the person who controls and manages the service, which means uyena o controller or futhi manager communicator ne media under his jurisdiction, which means that any time he can call a press briefing and lokho akukho unlawful, and therefore realistically speaking, looking at ama disciplinary regulations ka SAPS ka 2016 and looking at what the legislation says, there's nothing you can charge him with. And to make matters worse, the National Commissioner has said Umkhwanazi has communicated naye. Umkhwanazi has he was aware ukuthi Umkhwanazi was investigating whatever Umkhwanazi has been investigating, and therefore if ucommander wakho Umkhwanazi is okay and happy, what are you gonna charge him with? So to answer your question, Umkhwanazi has not broken any law in regard to this issue. Angikhulumi ngezinto engazazi, ngikhuluma ngale issue ye media briefing. And uma silalela lo mlisa ubani lo baba uPaul O'Sullivan othi Umkhwanazi uyigqokele leya uniform, kunobulimanyana kulento eshiwo yilo mlisa. Ngiyaxolisa ukusebenzisa lelo gama, but anybody who knows anything about ama units ka SAPS will know ukuthi abantu who finished training, who've become fully fledged members of task force, baba nalento engathi ama wings la kwi emblem ye uniform yabo, and that entitles Umkhwanazi njengomuntu who is a fully fledged and qualified task force member ukuthi angayigqoka uniform ye special task force. And therefore for this guy to come and ask why is he wearing that uniform because he's not a member, hey, the man is a qualified operator from the special task force. He earned his wings and he earned the right to wear le uniform abeyigqokile. So I hope that then answers umbuzo wakho. Ngizogcina lapho because ezinye izinto azika proveki. Bengifuna nje lokho sekuhlele obala kuhle kwezinqezesela ukuthi this is what we have that is concrete so far. And here's another funny thing engithanda ukuthi we consider. Secretary General of the ANC came on and spoke to the media and said ukuthi he was aware ukuthi izodisbandwa i-task team, and they were given reasons angawashongo. But the National Commissioner says, well, mina akaze ngidisbande lutho, okuyena muntu one authority yokudisbanda masibuka SAPS Act 68 ka 95 lapho ku section 11 subsection 1, 11 subsection 2D. So that is very, very interesting. Ukuthi how does a minister exercise power that he does not have in terms of any legislation? Because you're not responsible for a policy direction, which includes in section 2 of the SAPS Act, appoint a secretariat yamaphoyisa. In terms of section 24 of the SAPS Act, ukukhanda ama-regulations, for example, disciplinary regulations, human resource regulations of the SAPS Act, period. In management, daily running of the service does not fall within the ambit of the minister, which means the minister has overstepped. He has exercised power angenawo in terms of the constitution and available legislation that governs the SAPS. Ngizoyibamba nje mfethu la.